Episode number 2. It's just paint polishing. I don't mean to make light of what we are attempting to do. You've had your car for a long time. Maybe it's a restoration piece that you had done many years ago, or you just bought this car and you are falling in love with every single part of this car. You know every flaw. And now you want to attempt to polish the paint. I have been there. I have been there my whole entire life. From playing with Hot Wheels to having my first car when I was 15 years old and totally restoring that car in my dad's body shop. I loved every moment of it. And I learned each and every day. Every time I started to do something on that car, I was learning. When it came down to color sanding and polishing, I had painted the car and I had some runs in this car. And my dad said, just let it dry, we'll deal with it in the spring. This was in the winter time that I had painted that car. It was black. One of the paint reps had given me the Deltron paint that I used on it. And this was in the beginning of the urethane days, so I didn't know how to spray it. There really weren't a lot of people that you could call and ask. You just had to learn. And I got some runs. So I was going to learn how to color sand and polish. And I remember that day like it was yesterday. And that was a long, long time ago. So I'm assuming that's exactly what you want to do. What I want to talk about today is one of the first steps of polishing paint. There are so many different options out there, so many different companies that we compete against, and we were the first company to come out with a single product polishing system. And at our company, we don't make a backup. We don't say you ever need another product for doing whatever you're doing. If you're doing basic polishing, we recommend System 1. This is our baby. It's going to be inexpensive. It works everywhere. In the sun, shade, it doesn't matter. You can use a coarse pad with it to cut deeper scratches and then use a fine pad to finish. That's the idea of single product polishing, or the trade name System 1. It's a system of one single product. No more compound, ever. This will work to remove any scratch on any surface just by changing the pad. Now what I want to talk about today is an entry level. You've never done this before. You're definitely not skilled with a rotary polisher, but you want to polish your baby, your car, something that you've been looking forward to doing. I want to show you a safe way to do this. And I want to help you all along the journey. My phone number is available on all my videos, 714-906-6619. Call me on the phone. I want to help you. And I believe we have the absolute best products on the market today. This has been a fun journey relaunching this product. And the idea really is to build a price point product. We're going to be less expensive than any other product on the market for doing what this product does. There are many products that make this claim, but I want to have the product that I can get into your hands with as little money as possible. So that's the idea, the concept of System 1. The tool that we're going to be using is a 15 millimeter stroke 5-inch DA with our 5-inch pad that is an all-in-one pad. So this pad will remove minor scratches and leave a perfect, beautiful finish with one single product. Put a couple dots on there and off you go. Now, how to use this tool? Turn it on. You see it oscillating, okay? It's really safe to use. We recommend a 5-inch head. There are 6-inch DAs. I don't like them because they move around too much and you might damage something. So 5-inch is what we recommend, and you could do a school bus with this tool. It's very productive. This one is battery powered. It's more expensive than the corded version, but the corded version will work just fine. So if you're trying to save some money, Harbor Freight has these tools. We don't make anything on selling Harbor Freight tools, but I have bought those Harbor Freight tools many, many times, and they work fine. They're not going to last as long as a high-end tool like this. The most important thing, if you're going to do this more than a couple times, is make sure that you have a tool with a warranty. That is so, so important. If the battery were to fail, if the tool were to fail, turn it back in and you get a new tool. So very, very important. Whatever tool you buy, make sure that there is a warranty. You're dealing with a reputable company as far as tools go. Okay, so let's talk about how to use this tool. Put it on the surface, and you'll notice that it oscillates. It's going to be going up and down and back and forth all at the same time. Is there a special way to use this tool? No. All of these guys, they want to complicate all of this stuff. This is a simple tool. The moment that you start listening to people put 3 dots or 5 dots or 10 dots, and then you move it back and forth, up and down, back like this, who cares? It doesn't matter. This tool by itself will remove the scratches with the System 1 polish. So that is the only thing that you need to worry about. You'll learn how to overlap. We recommend a 50% overlap. Can I go up and down and back and forth? Yes, it doesn't matter. Your shoulders are going to get tired. When you're going back and forth all day long, your shoulders are going to get tired. Then go up and down. We don't recommend that you go around in a circle with this tool, because what's the point? The tool's already going around in a circle. So just back and forth. It's like mowing the lawn. Does somebody need to teach us how to mow the lawn? And I would say yes. My dad would come out and, "You're mowing the lawn wrong." We had 3 acres in Ohio, so the lawn needed mowed all the time. And if I missed a spot, I didn't overlap enough, you learn, and you will do the same thing when you're buffing your car. If you miss a spot, it's because you didn't put enough overlap into that tool. We are going to get into critical buffing techniques with a rotary, but I want this to be as simple as possible. Use this DA tool, put it on the surface, one hand if you want. The only thing I ask is you keep this pad flat to the surface. If the surface is at a different angle, make sure that you're keeping this at that angle. Don't edge buff with this tool. It's not necessary. When we get into rotary polishing, you're going to do a lot of edge buffing, but it gets dangerous. And we're going to talk about the dangers, the fear of polishing. And there should be a very, very healthy fear when you're polishing paint. So with this system, very simple. One pad, one tool, one product. System 1 Luminex polish. And I'll put a link down there on where you can buy all this stuff. So this is episode number 2, and I want to make this all simple. It's just polishing paint. We're not doing brain surgery here. It's very simple, very satisfying, and the results are always, always, always the exact same, as long as you're using the proper polish, the proper pad, and the proper tool. So if you got any questions on that, please let me know. 714-906-6619.